So guys, you're probably wondering, this video that you're about to watch was actually filmed about a week ago. Hurricane Florence still has me stuck 400 miles away from my home right now. We're going to attempt to go back tomorrow morning early. I have no idea if my fish are alive or dead. I heard the looting was bad, so I don't know. But here it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Next video you'll see is what I discover when I get home. Look how beautiful this koi is. Let's let him go. All right, guys, here goes the red-tailed catfish. All right, guys, so moving day has come for the rest of the pond fish. There was 3 pond fish being stored outside in a 40-gallon aquarium that I had put the pond water in and kept them in until the pond was established in the garage. 2 of those fish are going in the pond. 1 of those fish is actually going to go into this 60-gallon community tank because he's a little bit smaller than everybody else. It's one of the koi. He's a little bit on the small size, and with how big this red tail is getting so fast, and the pacu, I don't want him to potentially get eaten. So we're gonna do the right thing. We're gonna put him in the 60-gallon, let him grow out for a little while until he can either intermingle with the rest of the pond mates, or we're just gonna put him in the other pond that's in the works. So guys, what I'm doing right now is I actually got the sponge filter out of that aquarium. Not that it's even, necessary at all. Hold on, I gotta meet you in the garage. All right, guys, sorry, that was a tight squeeze. I just like to play things on the super safe side. Since I had been in the hospital, I had a string of bad luck with losing some fish that I've been waiting a long time to get, and I just don't want anything to happen that I could potentially prevent. So we're just gonna be a little bit over the top here. So for now, guys, we got the sponge filter hooked up right here. We don't have a lot of airline. I'm gonna hook it up with some more airline and probably throw it down at this other end to get more surface agitation, even though really it doesn't need it. Again, that MaxiJet right there is pushing over 1,000 gallons per hour. That wave maker right here, the mini wave maker Sunsun JBP 110 is pushing 538. This has a nice circular motion. If I was to drop some food right here, it would literally do a complete circle and come right back here to the filter, which is perfect. And then the filter itself turning out over about 800 gallons per hour, so we're moving some water. You guys are gonna get to see the red-tailed catfish today, as well as the koi fish, the bigger of the koi fish, and the little koi fish that's going in the tank. All right, guys, we're prepared for the transfer of the fish. All we gotta do is start acclimating. Now for these fish, I'm gonna do a drip acclimation. Like I said, I'm being, what's the term the kids say these days? Extra? I'm gonna be extra with this. I'm gonna drip acclimate for about 20 minutes just to make sure that my red-tailed catfish, along with my bigger koi, doesn't go into any kind of temperature shock. All right, yeah, so we're walking back and forth. We're doing our acclimation process. Guys, there's multiple ways that you can kind of essentially drip acclimate. One of the ways I do it is I just take a cup like this here, this princess cup. I don't know where I got this princess cup from, but I'll just take a little bit of water, and every 5 minutes, I'll just add a little bit of that water to the existing water that they're sitting in. All right, guys, so we're back in the fish room. We got the 6-foot, 125-gallon Predator Hap Peacock tank. We got King Claw. We got, the feeder guppy tank. Guys, I think I'm about to have a bunch of feeder guppies, but they're kind of growing on me because they got a little bit of color and they're like doing their thing. It's kind of weird. I think these cherry barbs are also trying to reproduce, so that's going to be pretty crazy. But I need to finish the water change on this tank and top that off. But let's show you where the koi is going. The 60-gallon tank with the blood parrots, the angelfish, the juvenile peacock cichlids, and neon claw, mini claw, that one of y'all bought for me. Still don't know who. Just throwing that one out there in case you ever want to come clean. Whoever bought that for me. The small koi fish. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can just see my head and maybe my son's head. Yeah, it looks about right. But we have a small koi down here. I'm going to show you. He is going to go in the 60-gallon and hang out with these guys for a little while. All right, guys. Here is our little koi. Let me tell you something. I'm a one-man show again, but this is a beautiful koi. I'm going to get him out and show you. Just let him swim into the net. Try and keep him as stress-free as we possibly can. But look how beautiful. Oh, is he going to stay still? All right, buddy. Look how beautiful this koi is. There he goes, hanging out with his new friends. He's reflective, guys. Like, the camera can't even pick that up. He's silver. It's awesome, but I want to let him grow out and get a little bit bigger. Mega pond. All right, look at all the little rosy minnows in there still. Red tail probably can't wait to get in there and get him a snack. Here we go. Drip acclimation. Yeah, I'm giving you guys a sneak peek. Oh yeah. So guys, this red-tailed catfish, you got a quick glimpse of him there, but I'm gonna actually attempt to hold him for you guys so you can see the sheer growth. He was just over an inch when I bought him, skinny like little guy, and he is now fat, pushing 5 inches, like growing outrageously fast. So he's gonna be obviously the main attraction here in the 1,100 gallon fish pond. He's gonna be the main attraction. You know, he can hit up to 4 feet, 5 feet in this pond. This pond is 10 feet long and it is 6 feet front to back and it's 3 feet high. Plenty of room for these fish. And there's a new pond coming. So guys, to recap what is in here already, we have approximately 100 rosy red minnows left. There was about 200 or so at one point, but I think that's how red tail put on so much size, getting some of those rosy red minnows. There is also the pacu. We have a pacu that's about 4.5 inches that's back behind the filter. That's his hiding spot, and he's honestly probably going to remain there until he is significantly larger. And that's how a lot of these fish are going to be, because I'm growing them out from small to large so that you guys can see how big some of these fish they're selling at the pet stores actually get, and hopefully it'll open your eyes to how much water and space you actually need to care for these fish. All right guys, so hopefully it's not too crazy loud. Miss Unconventionals out here just decided that she wanted to start cutting the grass before this hurricane comes. Well, hopefully it doesn't hit us, but you never know. So it's time. Let's get these fish, the red-tailed catfish and this other koi, into the 1,000 plus gallon fish pond for the second time. All right, again guys, I am a lone wolf here, so I am going to scoop these guys out and try and give you a good look at them before they go into the pond. Here is another koi, jumbo koi, who is not letting me get a hold of him. Another pretty looking koi, got some silvers and orange and whites. Let's let him go. I like to hold him for a minute, let him know he's out. What's cool about the koi now is you can actually see him versus the pond being infested with algae. So guys, that's a 7-inch koi. As you can see, that 7-inch koi looks like a dot in this monstrous pond. Hey guys, the next fish we got here is the red-tailed catfish. What I'm gonna do, I was hoping to grab him to show you, but what I'm gonna do is just hold him like this because I don't want to get stabbed right now. You know, catfish have barbs, guys, and they hurt. But look, I don't know if you can quite tell how big he's gotten, but his spots are coming in on the top of his head. His tail is turning from, you know, because red tails, their tails aren't red from the start. A lot of times they are black, and then they'll transition into red. So the black is going away, transitioning. You can see some of the red coming in at the base of the tail. He's just insanely, the growth is insane. So let's get him in the pond. All right guys, here goes the red-tailed catfish. Down to the bottom, figuring everything out again. He knows it looks familiar, and he's going back towards the filter where the pacu is, so we'll see. Maybe he's gonna stick around the sponge filter. He might explore, I'm not quite sure.
So guys, I don't have my microphone. Here's some nighttime footage of everybody out swimming. There's the koi. Our red tail, I believe, is right here. Yep, there he is. The pacu is right there in the A. I don't know if you could just see him swimming. You see him moving? So there's the pacu. There's the koi. This is rare, guys. I have to sneak up on them. I don't even think they realize I turned the lights on.
So guys, the pond has now been successfully moved. Its original occupants back in, minus the smaller koi. I just want to give him a better chance at everything being okay. But look guys, the main purpose of this pool pond, the main purpose of this project, if you remember me stating it from the very beginning, day that this pool pond got here, is I wanted to put monstrous fish in this pond. Fish that are sold at local pet stores that get huge, that a lot of people don't find out until they put them in their tank and they either bust their tank. But to show you exactly how big these fish get and buying them at the size that most people buy them when they think, oh wow, that's a really cool looking fish. That pacu looks just like a piranha, but then come down the road, they realize this thing can get 30 to 40 pounds. So we're gonna keep adding monsters in here. Some of the typical monsters that you're gonna find in your local pet stores. If you have any ideas, leave them down below. Until next time guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video, like if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't enjoy the video. Stay safe and I'll see you next time.